Hey, what's going on, everybody? Brando free-to-play back on my free-to-play account. Now today I'm going to be talking about and showing you guys how to do single troop type attacks the right way. Now some of you guys may know this. If you guys do, let me know in the comments below how you guys normally set up your attacks. Whether it's full cav, full infantry, full range, just let me know in the comments below. See if it's similar to what I'm going to be talking about today. But in case you guys don't know or want to know of a different way of doing it, I urge you guys to just watch and listen to this video. Now, a lot of times people send out an attack. They'll either be a mixed attack with infantry, cav, range, different variations of it. I know in the past I used to send sort of a mixed attack, mainly because at the time that's what worked for me whenever I sent out attacks. But now I have started to just use single troop type attacks, and overall I've had some success. I have unfortunately at times been countered by a Phalanx, which tends to happen especially if you are hitting somebody blind. Let's say during KVK and you see somebody, hitting castles, and you want to teleport and attack the person without them randoming away. You just go ahead and just send out an attack. Now normally I would send a cav attack because number one, cavalry are the fastest troops. Usually if I teleport right next to a castle, it'll take 8 seconds to send that attack. And that attack will do quite a bit of damage really quickly. So normally, as you guys can see here, this is based off of a 375,000 march. Okay. I have 4 cavalry heroes. One hero is not a cavalry hero. That is my bum and goblin. The reason I still use him is because he gives you army attack. Now if you guys need a video on which heroes to use, I think I've already made that. If you look in my video history, pretty sure I made that already. But let me go ahead and show you guys. Currently with this hero setup, I have about a good 60% cav attack plus 40% army attack, which makes it a close to about 100% cav attack and over around 150 cav HP, which is actually pretty good. Now I do have a ratio. 60% of my overall march is going to be tier 4. The other 40% is going to be tier 3. Now as you guys can see here, I do have 4 royal guard and 4 stealth snipers. That is the important part. Alright, I'm going to use the cav as my example. Now, in one of the past KVKs, let's see if I can find that attack. I think it was this guy. Yes. So, this guy, I sent an attack. Right? You guys can see here, he was in cavalry Phalanx. I was in range. Okay. And as you guys can see here, I sent pretty much my cavalry solo attack. Now before I show you guys anything, let me go ahead and show you guys range Phalanx. Okay, so as you guys can see here, you have your 4 range squads up in front right here. Okay, and then you have an infantry squad, 2 infantry squads and 2 infantry squads. All right, and then your cav and siege. Now, normally, some people, when they send the cav attack, they go full cav Phalanx, right? Because then you have your 4 cav squads up in front, and that's the first thing to hit the wall. Now, that's all fine and dandy, but wall traps actually deal a considerable amount of damage before you can break it down, right? So the reason I used ranged Phalanx is because the 4 troops that I set, the 4 ranged, fill 1 in each squad. So what's gonna happen is the first attack that the wall traps do will hit my ranged squad. The second attack will hit my infantry. Third will hit the next infantry behind it, which means I have a couple of seconds for my cav to walk from the back and take down the wall before the wall traps target my cavalry. Alright? Now the reason I was going to show you guys this certain attack right here, while it may not look very impressive, that wall was over 1,000,000 HP. Okay? Let's go ahead and let's take a look at this battle. Okay, so let me pause. Alright? As you guys can see in the front, I have ranged and then infantry, and then cav. Okay, so right off the bat, stealth snipers gone. Next, royal guards, 2 squads gone, another 2 gone, and then look at that. I only lost 8 troops, and I took down a wall that was over 1,000,000 HP. Why? Because I gave filler troops. Or some people like to call this troop manipulation, phalanx manipulation, whatever it is you want to call it. That's fine. I don't really care what you want to call it, but it works. My cavalry were left untouched. I only lost those 8 troops that I set as my buffer, my filler, whatever you want to call it. Right? And you guys saw the attacks. Range, all 4 squads went away. 2 squads of infantry went away, and then 2 more squads of infantry went away, and then by that time the wall broke down. And then it was pretty much all of my cav versus all of his cav in range, because unfortunately he was in cavalry phalanx. I did not know this. It was a blind hit. I probably would have been better off if I sent a ranged attack. Alright, but I hope you guys kind of understand exactly what went down and what I did. That way you guys can adapt to this type of a strategy. Now, some people send 4, some people send 10, some people send 8, some people send 100. It's up to you, the ratio. I send 4 because you only need 4. You need 1 for each squad. And since there are 4 squads for every troop type, send 4 and 4, and then the rest of it, your other solo attack setup. Now, I think this is... No, not this one. I think I have another attack somewhere. Let me see. Is it this guy? No. This person? No, I know I have a big attack. Here it is. Here's my other big attack. Now, this was a solo attack, and you guys can see by the heroes that I selected. This was a full ranged attack. Okay? Full ranged, and unfortunately, I did not change the phalanx in time. Alright? And you guys will see, let me just show you guys the battle report. Okay? Now, because I did not change the phalanx, right? I stayed in range phalanx, sending ranged troops. My buffer, the 4 royal guards and the 4 cav, did not get touched. That kind of sucked, right? But it is what it is, okay? I'm not gonna harp over it. It happened, right? I did not change in time, but nonetheless, I still did quite a bit of damage to this person, right? Now, here is kind of what I should have used in that situation. I probably should have gone an infantry phalanx, or I could have gone cavalry wedge. Alright, now sometimes attacking might be a little bit better in a wedge, especially if you have that buffer, because then you have 1, 2, 3, 4 before the 5th volley of attacks hits your ranged. Alright, same thing with infantry. If you're sending a full ranged attack, it'd be better if you have your 4 infantry, 2 cav, total of 4. That way you have 3 hits of buffer before they go for your range. Now let me show you that battle that I was talking about where I didn't do that. That way you guys can see exactly what's going on. Now this person already had the wall down, right? So right here, right off the bat, you see my troops in the back, right? They're walking up front, but because I am in ranged phalanx and the wall is already down, the enemy troops automatically target my ranged troops, regardless of them being further in the back, and they get to the other troops first, right? It doesn't matter, right? The wall is down. I didn't change on time. So that means all the damage that I am taking is coming straight to my ranged troops first, instead of the attacks landing on the buffer troops and then allowing me to get some free shots in at the rest of their troops. I probably could have done a lot more damage if I did it the right way. Alright, so I do want to show you guys that I do also make mistakes from time to time. I am human. Things happen. Alright. But if you are sending a cavalry or a ranged hit, like let's see, this is my ranged setup, right? This is what I send. Pretty much 60% is going to be tier 3, 40%, 60% T4, 40% tier 3, right? Pretty basic. Infantry, this is my infantry setup. Again, 60% T4, 30% tier 3. And now the formations that you would want to be in, if you are sending cavalry, cav attacks, okay, you should want to send them in ranged phalanx or infantry wedge. If you are sending ranged attacks, you want to be in infantry phalanx or cavalry wedge, right? Especially if you want that buffer. If you're sending infantry attacks, you want to go in cavalry phalanx or range wedge. Alright, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this guide helped you out with your solo attacks. I hope you guys are able to do more damage. The only downside with single troop type attacks is you can get countered with the wrong phalanx. If that does happen, it's gonna suck, but if you have time to send a second attack, now you know what phalanx they are in and what they have left, and that second hit is just gonna deal that much more damage. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until next time, guys, see ya.